Welcome to the ManScouts podcast. I'm your host, Captain Conan, here with the illustrious Daddy Dalton. He's back from celebrating the 4th in style with his guns out.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yeah.
And they were out.
They were out, dude. Did you have a happy
Ladies and
4th,
gentlemen.
dude?
Dude, the best. Honestly, I had a great time. Super fun.
That's awesome, dude.
Action-packed, dude. I found my new favorite way of watching fireworks, dude.
Naked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Naked in somebody else's pool.
Oh, in a pool.
No, I'm just kidding. No, we just drove down the freeway, but there were so many fireworks going off, like everywhere, that it was like kind of the best way to watch them all.
Wow. That's cool.
It was awesome, dude.
Just kind of seeing them go off everywhere.
Yeah, dude. And then you could kind of swerve and it makes it feel like you're like dodging bombs and stuff. It was cool.
I love it, dude.
It was the best. Honestly, great 4th. Fantastic. Action-packed day. How was yours?
Mine was great. I lost a lot of sleep.
Good.
Mostly
As you
because I have
should.
kids and I don't get to sleep in. So if I'm keeping them up late, then they are doing what? Getting up at the exact same time because they don't care. They get up at the same time. But I had a great time, dude. Showed them some fireworks. And for the littles, dude, a little firework is a big firework. Fireworks are
Sure.
fireworks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So launched some fireworks, had to sign a waiver to acquire some. No big deal.
What?
It was like illegal to shoot off aerials in the city. And so if you bought the aerial, you had to sign a waiver. And you're like, yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I launched it anyways. So
Nice. Hey, way to rebel.
what are they going to do? Stop me?
Dude, did you watch the big one that was in the IF area?
No, because it's, first of all, the place that they do it now over by Snake River Landing is just getting anywhere close to it to see it well is just traffic for hours.
Couldn't see it from where you're at?
You could see it from where we're at, just not well. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
over the trees and stuff. No, not really.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But plus the boys were down, by then.
they were out.
Yeah, we do little fireworks and we put them down, you know what I mean?
What time do they what time do they launch the big fireworks off?
Dude, the show starts at like 10.
See? Okay. Well,
You see, that's not late for us, but it's late for littles. They go to bed at 8.
the difference between 9:30 and 10 is significant to me.
Yeah, the witching hour.
Yeah, because I feel like, well, in Colorado, like the big one that we wanted to go to started at like 9:30.
Yeah.
But I think it gets darker quicker over there.
It might.
Just because it's on the edge of the mountain time, you know what I
The
mean?
montañas.
They're on the wrong side of the Rockies over there.
Dude, the question is this: what's the bewitching hour for food for you? Like, all of a sudden, your resolve to eat healthy drops significantly. I would say 8:30. That's right around where I'm like.
For me, 5 p.m. It's
Yeah.
like by 8, I'm usually like, I need to go to bed.
Usually, if I haven't hit like at least 80% of my ideal protein for the day by 5, I'm screwed.
Really?
So, well, it's just hard to get in that much protein.
I do it.
200 grams a day is like.
I had 80 before 5 today.
Yeah, that's good. Usually, I have 150 by 5.
Really?
Yeah.
I probably should eat all mine like in the day shine, but I don't.
You gotta. If you're gonna do a lot of protein, in my opinion, gotta hit it early. You gotta hit 8 o'clock. I'm drinking the protein shake. Noon, I'm having the shrimp. Okay. Afternoon, maybe I'm having a little chicken. That's how we do it.
I basically don't eat until like 11 a.m. And then I have like a fat 80 gram meal.
Nice.
And then I come home and I just gorge until I can't eat anymore.
See, the gorging was my issue too, when I would wait to eat to the end of the day. And so I was like, I got to get the protein in on the early. And if I do it with low enough calories, then I have some carbs in the evening. And it's fun having the carbs in the evening.
Yeah.
Can I show you my favorite 4th of July meme? for this year?
Yes.
Here we
I'll
go.
allow it.
Here we go.
We celebrate our Independence Day.
Yeah.
So the meme says, "Are you free this weekend?" Question mark. Gazes into the distance, sheds a single tear. Bald eagle screeches, "I'm always free, brother." And
Yeah.
it's Ron Swanson with like a flag in the background. Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Pretty awesome. I love it. Dude, the big 250, man. We did it. We made it 250 years, bro.
250 years.
And may we
We're
be
still
around
here.
for the next 250.
Hey, dude. May we be there.
With the science and technology that's occurring, you never know, dude.
You never know.
We might be fine.
Maybe.
We might make it to the 500.
We might.
It'd be awesome.
Rome may live on. You know, the empire may continue.
Yes. Long live the empire. Dude, I started reading, well, not reading, I was listening to it, but a new book, dude. It's so freaking good. Like, arguably on par with Dungeon Crawler Carl, dude.
Is it the Fire Rising series or whatever?
Red Rising.
Red Rising, yeah. Is it
Bruh.
that?
So good.
That's the one, the guy who told me about Dungeon Crawler Carl, that's the one he recommended next, yeah.
Really? How did you know that? Did I tell you about this?
No, you didn't. I'm just very intuitive.
My my buddy at work was like, Red Rising, you got to read it. He described it, which I don't fully
It's
agree.
very popular. It's got a lot of traction on Goodreads.
Well, I don't fully agree with his description of it, but he's like, it's basically like a Hunger Game for men. And I'm like, I could see where he's coming from. I don't necessarily agree that that's the best description.
Uh-huh.
But it's a description.
Okay.
It's a fantastic book, dude. It's so good. Done with the first one, on to the second. Started on Friday.
Wow. Yeah, that's fast.
Well,
and
I had a lot of drive
because
time.
you had some driving? Yeah. Yeah.
Had a lot of drive time, dude. And you know that your boy loves a good long road trip with a good audiobook.
Dude, you do. You're a slut for it, some would say.
It is one of my favorite things, dude. Just plug in and just
plug in and lock in.
Dude, it's great.
And it's weird you always drive with your pants off, too.
Hey, I told you not to tell anybody that. Nobody else knows.
I'm sorry, I didn't know
Nobody
that
else
was a
knows.
secret.
I've also modified my driver's seat to also be a toilet.
Did you?
Yeah.
You didn't manufacture your own catheter? Run down your pant leg?
No.
Do you remember when we looked that up? We looked that up on the podcast. You can get them on Amazon, the little pee thing. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was talking to a buddy who had to give himself catheters today. It doesn't sound fun. Like he had to, because he had prostate cancer, and there was a couple times he described it to me, and I was like,
he had the actual insertion, right?
He did it. What do you mean? Yeah, he had to insert a tube.
Yeah. So there's different types of. I guess that's technically what a catheter is, but there's other things that are just you wrap a lid around the dome piece, you know.
Oh, see, that is not what he did. He had to force a tube up there until it hit home and pee starts to come out.
Yep. Dude, I'm not doing that.
I legitimately almost started when he was telling me about it, because dude, he had to go through so much shit with his cancer stuff. So much stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially with prostate cancer.
Dude, and he was a young guy too. He's like 35 when he got diagnosed. Stage 4, dude. And I almost started crying when he was talking about it. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry.
Rough, dude.
I was like, but he's doing better. He's doing all right. I wouldn't say fine, but he's doing all right.
Yeah, it's rough. My dear father, prostate cancer, right? And he had to have the surgery. Now, the surgery is tricky because when they remove your prostate, all the nerves and the functionality associated with the region of that area of the body are right around the prostate. So you have to have a really good surgeon, or you're never getting an erection again. You're never able to have continence again, which is the medical term for being able to control whether or not you pee or poop or not.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So it's a very, precise surgery. And luckily my father has all function. God bless his soul. Otherwise he would have had to get one of those devices they insert and you just, you click the button in your balls and there's till you're erect, with the pump.
I mean,
Hey.
on demand stiffies, not the worst thing.
On demand stiffies. You know what I mean?
Dude, freaking, dude, and the testing for it, this is something else we talked about. The testing for
the
it.
PSA tests.
Is that the finger?
No, that's the manual test. So
Dude,
there's a PSA
test. Doesn't
test.
make sense.
Yeah, they're just trying to see if it's quote unquote enlarged.
Well, they're not accurate. I'll tell you that much. On my boy, they missed that. It was but like another buddy of mine. Sorry, 1 second. What the heck?
What the heck?
Sorry, we're good. Okay. It was a long story. Anyway, but sorry to interrupt. No, dude, we were talking about like the finger test, and like it just seems like an irrelevant test. Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, the question is, what's its efficacy, right?
Well, this is I guess what was demonstrated, and I agree. It's okay, you stick your, you bend over, you get sodomized by a doctor, and then it's not like they're like, oh, you got cancer, and they start there. They're like, okay, well, now let's do another test, and it's kind of like, well, let's just do that test. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I assume the other test is the PSA test.
Yeah.
The prostate specific androgen.
Yeah. Like, let's just move on to that one. Why don't we do that?
Yeah. I think it's just not a typical test that they
I don't think the finger up the butt's a typical test.
I mean, it is once you're 40, but I hear they're doing it less and less.
I bet they're charging extra for it.
Yeah? It's a special?
you wouldn't?
You're like, what is this, Chinese massage parlor or doctor?
I'm just saying, dude, if I was a doctor, I would charge more for the finger test than I would for the PSA. I'd be like, Lino, let's go on to the PSA. Let's do that.
Let's see what the research says, shall we?
Let's look up the efficacy.
So,
me and some coworkers were talking about it. He thinks that the doctors enjoy the finger test. He's like, why else would they do it? Brings up a good point, because if I was a doctor, I'd be like, I don't want to do that. Let's not do that one.
Okay.
What's the efficacy? Does it say?
Well, first of all, you should know that the manual finger prostate exam is known as the digital rectal exam, the DRE. So I didn't realize that Dr. Dre was named after a rectal exam. All right? I didn't realize he was that kind of doctor. All right?
Dude, digital? You're getting digitaled. You're getting digited.
So it says it has a limited efficacy overall for prostate cancer screening and detection. It primarily assesses the peripheral zone, the most common site for prostate cancer, but cannot evaluate the anterior or much of the transition/central zones, and provides no information about the full gland volume or internal structure. Now, this is some of the stats, okay? In primary care screening of asymptomatic men, meaning they have no other symptoms, a systematic review and meta-analysis pooled sensitivity of 51% misses nearly half of all cancers, specifically 59% positive predictive value, 41%, and a negative predictive value of 64%. So it's pretty bad at predicting.
It's like 50-50.
Yeah, it's like 50-50.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, at that point, it's like, why are we doing this test? Wow. Sometimes we're right. Sometimes we're not. It's a flip of the coin. I can't imagine doctors enjoy that.
I mean, maybe some do.
That's my only conclusion. That's the only reason that it makes sense to me that we continue to do that. If it's a 50% efficacy rate, it doesn't make. Dude, this is horrible stats, bro. I'm petitioning right now. Skip that. Go on to the next test. My buddy.
Dude, how sad are people to know out there that they got digitally rectal examined for no reason?
Dude, my buddy
for almost no reason.
My buddy brought it up at work. This is the whole reason we started talking about it. He goes, because he's like talking about, yeah, I'm going to have to get a checkup. And he's like, he's going to try to stick his finger up my ass. And I was like,
they're saying the reason that it's used is because it's low cost, low tech exam, but it has poor standalone efficiency.
Low cost?
It's low cost.
You're telling me
how much does it cost?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Stick a finger where the sun don't shine.
So the doctors are doing it for what, free? That's just as part of included in the normal exam?
I bet you they charge for it, but the medical coding, I mean, that's a great question. Here's the thing. Our healthcare system is variable to cost, so that's not something you're going to be able to find the answer to. You could probably look it up on the basis of your insurance. I could probably price it out through my insurance.
I'm just saying, dude, if you're telling me it's low cost and not very effective, it's telling me that doctors are kind of toots in that way, dude. Kind of prostitutes, man. Or prostituting you and you're having to pay for it. That's questionable at best. I'm just going to say that.
It is questionable. Yeah.
If it's a 50%, dude, that is horrible. It's like, then what? You're just guessing.
Pretty much.
Move on to the next one if you're worried about it.
Yeah, I would say pay attention to symptomology, right?
Yeah, I'd say don't let them do it.
And if if it's Pride Month, maybe in solidarity, you get a test.
Look that up, dude. See if those tests occur more during Pride Month. No, look it up. See if they
work for the gays.
No, I bet more of those tests, more of the digital tests happen in Pride Month. Do you think that's true? What?
I mean, I don't see why they. I don't see why they would. I don't see the correlation, honestly.
Digital.
I don't think that gays are being gay just during Pride Month.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying maybe there's a bunch of straights who are trying to celebrate by getting a prostate exam. They're being prideful.
Okay, maybe.
I don't know. What was it called? Digital prostate exam?
Digital rectal exam, DRE. Now, the best screening for asymptomatic prostate cancer does seem to be PSA blood test. And it's sensitive but not specific. So once they do that, sometimes they may have to go in and do a biopsy. I think that's what they had to do with my father. The PSA results were concerning and they did a biopsy. And that's how they're like, yep, it's the thing.
Interesting. If you had to guess which month.
I'm going to say December.
Wait a second.
December?
So it says September is the month when digital rectal exams for prostate cancer screenings likely happen most. Why September? Prostate Cancer Awareness Month is observed in September. Other notes, June.
Oh.
Why? Because it's Men's Health Month. Didn't know that. That was overtaken by Pride.
Yeah, Men's Health. Let's go.
Huh. Bro, they can't take Men's Health Month and put Pride on top of that. We can't be both.
Pretty sure they do that. I'm pretty sure it's also like Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So like they squish all the men's stuff to one thing.
But Pride is like multiple. That's like
gays.
It's transgender. It's like everybody. Yeah. If we can seclude it to just guys, so just like gays and mental health, I think I support that because it's all about guys.
I think you're right. If we could isolate it to all guy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Then that's good enough for me.
I'm good with that. Yeah. June is now just for the boys.
Just for the boys.
Saturdays in June.
White boy summer.
Hey.
Did you want to see my favorite iteration of the wearable urinal? Here we
do
go.
this already? But yeah, let's see
but
it.
this one's new, and I kind of want it.
Gosh, dude.
I mean, that looks like it works, man. I'll tell you what.
I don't feel like
You
it
put it in your
would.
leg. What do you mean? You don't think it'll work?
I mean, it probably works. I guess
You're
it's
right.
rubber
You're right.
lined.
It is a little small. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, dude. It's $99.
I mean, the medium one is. Yeah, I guess they're all 99. This one is more expensive. But
Bro,
if you look at the other ones, like for
Does it-
instance,
does it say how many were ordered?
no. But I kind of like some of these. Like this one's pretty simple. Like you could just hook this up to your dome piece when you need it, and then like zip your pants back up. I feel like
Yeah, but I think isn't like the whole point to be able to do this in like a crowd or something?
I mean, so
Or like on the go?
my imagined situation is a road trip that you don't want to stop. You know what I mean? Stop driving.
How far can you get on a tank of gas, dude?
Far enough.
I think
Far
I could
enough, dude.
probably wait for an entire tank of gas.
I think you're right.
Maybe not actually,
I think you're
dude.
right. What if you're a long haul trucker? How big is their gas tank?
I don't know, but here's the thing. My gas mileage just started going up on my truck. I didn't realize. Dude, it increased by like 20% because I switched from being on automatic four-wheel drive to just too high on road trips.
Oh my gosh. You were
Dude.
running automatic, yeah.
Night and day difference, bro.
Yeah, it's probably just pretty much defaulting to four-wheel drive.
Dude, it was like literally it went from like my range was like 400 miles to now it's like 500.
That's crazy.
Which, dude, 500 miles is like a 7-hour road trip. 7 to 8 hours. Like it's pretty far.
That is far.
I don't know if you can
Like
I might
my little Mitsubishi really only gets like 400 tops.
Yeah, I don't know if I could last for an entire 500 miles. I like to fill up about the halfway, though. I like to keep it topped up. Because you never know, dude. What if you're going to be in a barren wasteland? There's not going to be any stations, dude. No gas stations.
No gas stations, no squat, dude.
You got to be 500 miles from somewhere. So I like to keep that thing tipped up.
I'm the same way. I like it a lot.
So, anyway, bro, what else is new? It seems like there's been like a lot going on.
Well, there's been a lot going on, dude. It's been crazy.
Trump pardoned that dude up in Alaska. You hear about that?
I didn't hear about it. What did he do? What did he pardon the guy for?
The guy had there was some sort of did this happen recent? Maybe this is old news and I just saw it. It sounded like the guy was like breaking EPA laws. Like there was you know how like the government does like weird things with like emissions and stuff on trucks? Well,
Yes.
he was tampering with like the engines, like tuning them or something like that.
They're just making them awesome.
Well, I guess what the problem was is there's like a lot of people up in Alaska that like their trucks like wouldn't start in the severe cold, and so we had to tune them differently. But like the way that he did it, it was like illegal.
Okay.
And like 30 guys raided his like shop. It was like the most
that seems excessive.
Dude, it's like the most bullcrap thing because EPA laws are ass in the first place.
Amen.
And so Trump pardoned the dude. Let's look up the exact
Good for
details.
him, dude. What was his sentencing? Like, how long was he screwed for?
Find out. I'm fine. I'm looking it up. I will get the information for thee. So yeah, July 3rd, 2026. I knew it was soon. A diesel mechanic from Wasilla, Alaska. The guy's name is Mackenzie, goes by Mac Spurlock. Guilty of violating the Clean Air Act by removing or tampering with emissions control devices. on diesel pickups and trucks. He was sentenced to probation and fined around $32,000. The conviction also blocked him from re-enlisting in the Alaska Air National Guard, where he had served as an aircraft mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
So why the modifications were done? Because the factory emission system allegedly failed and caused shutdowns in Alaska's sub-zero conditions. So that's what the problem was. Is like people were like not able to get they were getting like stranded and stuff, which is like I don't think it was like a lie. Like I don't think that was like an allege. You know what I mean? So it looks like Senator Dan Sullivan and others called it an overzealous EPA enforcement under prior rules, Obama-era standards that didn't account for harsh northern climates. Sullivan highlighted an armed EPA raid on the shop years earlier, which was, I believe, it was like, how many people were in the raid? There's a lot of guys, dude. They raided a shop with like.
Yeah, did they get that type of information of how many people they actually sent to raid?
4 years ago, about 30 armed EPA agents conducted a military-style tactical raid of Manesca Diesel, owned by Max Spurlock. So, probably like a SWAT team. I mean,
what's a typical SWAT team?
Probably about 30 guys. Not like so. Is it like overkill enforcement? I don't know about overkill. It's probably just a warrant. But is it stupid? Yes. Yes, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Did the guy crush it? Did the guy was making hella money off of this?
Was he making hella money?
He made like 10 million, I want to say.
Whoa! How much was he charging?
I don't know, dude, but it just goes to show you that like this is obviously a problem. You know what I mean?
Is it very hard to tune? Like how hard would it be?
One of the pardon recipients ran 2 companies that sold illegal tuning devices. Just from the sales of those devices alone, his firm grossed more than 10 million. So I guess that's maybe that's like a separate incident. But tuning devices usually aren't that hard, dude. Like I know guys who have tuned their trucks and stuff like that. I didn't know it was illegal.
Well, let's see what they cost. Let's take a gander.
Yeah. They're usually, I want to say they're usually anywhere from like $500 to $600.
Okay.
Maybe $1,000. I'm going to say 500 to 1,000.
The question is, what was the cost and what was their profit? You know, because if they're able to manufacture a device for like $60 to $75 and sell that for $500, that's crazy good markup. Then you can just do free shipping.
I would imagine that it's basically just like a plug and play. So you're probably just like copying and pasting code onto like hard drives.
Yeah, I mean, you're not even hard drives. You'd probably use some
like
small microchip board.
What I'm saying is like a USB that you plug into your car. There's usually some sort of like.
Is that how you do it?
Maybe not USB, but there's like a computer. I don't know what exactly hookup they use, but like, you ever seen the guys with the little digital dashboard on the left of their their A pillar? That's usually like a tuner, and they can usually just like mess with it right there.
Okay, here we go. So there's a bunch of different types. There's cheap throttle response controllers that are like $40 to $100.
Okay.
No real power game, just makes electronic throttle lag better. Entry level range programmers, $300 to $600. Preloaded tunes, basic monitoring, some power gains. Then there's premium handheld monitor combos. Better screens, data logging, more aggressive tunes. That's $600 to $1,200.
Yeah,
then
that's what I was thinking of.
The advanced diesel platforms.
Oh.
Cloud-based or professional custom tuning, big power potential, trans tuning. That's like $800 to $2,000.
Okay, so it's a little bit more intense for a diesel then.
Yes. The question is, are these illegal? And is there do illegal ones do they take it up to the next level, right?
Well, I wonder if these are like all diesel trucks or if these are like specifically, big rigs type of thing.
I think that's where you get the most type of gains, like where emission settings are most hampering your performance. Let's see. It's giving me the practical reality in Idaho. Good to know. Enforcement is on individual owners generally low. So, dude, I bet this guy got nabbed because he was selling the stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
No way they're prosecuting any of the people that he sold to. Nothing.
Well, it's probably similar to like drug rules, right? Like, not a ton of people are getting busted with like possession, and if they are, it's like a slap on the hand. They're looking for the people distributing it.
Yeah, so most of them are gray area to illegal. What's illegal is to tamper with the emission systems on public roads. That's it.
I have a problem with this. The Clean Air Act is
the Clean Air Act's dumb, dude.
It's so stupid because all it does is like hamper the everyday person like me and you, dude. And like, there's a decline in engine life. I'm not like a car expert, but from what I understand,
you're a car guy.
I'm a freaking
I know,
car
but
guy.
you're a car guy.
I'm not, but it does seem like there's a decline in like car and engine life, and part of that. Well, I know for a fact that it was causing problems as far as like the actual car manufacturing goes. Like, there's certain cars they can't even sell in the US that are super efficient and effective and like long lasting, but they don't meet the EPA standards because the EPA standards are trash, dude. Like, they're not.
Yeah.
Like,
the biggest thing you could do to free up like economic growth in the US is to massively deregulate a lot of our industries, including the automotive industry, including the building industry. So,
like, dude, I don't think it is highly unlikely to get a truck that gets like 30 miles to the gallon. Like, that's insane, dude. It's not going to happen.
Sad.
You can't do it.
Sad. Time to tamper with your emission settings. I would never endorse that, EPA.
Dude, well, and I also looked into, because you ever seen those things with like the hydrogen? How people like add the hydrogen modifications to their car? Have you ever looked into that?
Dude. This sounds like something out of a Fast and Furious movie.
Dude, this is so like, there's all these things of like, if you go on the internet, you'll see like people will like make these like hydrogen like supplementary systems that like boost their fuel efficiency. It's bullcrap, dude.
It's fake?
It's fake news, dude.
You tell me there's no such thing as NOS?
NOS is not the same thing.
NOS is real.
NOS is real. Yes. I'm talking about
Sick.
like what they'll do is they'll like somehow like hook up an electric battery to some sort of like distilled water, produce hydrogen and feed that into the like engine block or where they're igniting the gas.
Okay.
And somehow it like boosts the fuel efficiency. Somehow
better combustion or something.
Yeah, and they like there's never like enough hydrogen being stored that it will like blow up, right? Because hydrogen's like super volatile. But it doesn't work, dude. Like, I looked into it. There was like this whole thing about this guy who made this technology and then like he got like assassinated or whatever. I just don't think it's real. Like,
think it's some BS?
I think it's BS. And I talked to a well-trusted, I keep wanting to say physician, but I know a physicist about it. And he's like, dude, I don't see how that's like a thing.
Well, little do you know, dude, that I have a friend and he made a car engine that runs on mayonnaise, and I believe him.
You're like, and it takes.
Is mayonnaise a fuel? Have you seen, you know what I'm talking about? SpongeBob Patrick.
Mayonnaise an instrument?
An instrument?
Yes, of course, dude. Bro,
Nice.
one of the best.
Yeah, I'm with you. I believe it's probably not true.
For sure, I'll say this. For sure, any website that sells that stuff, because I found at least one, the website's not real, dude. At all.
They're ripping me off, dude.
It's like an old website. Like they don't, like the links don't go anywhere. I definitely wouldn't put any credit card information into those.
Okay, well,
Run away.
I'm still gonna believe in Nos though, and I'm probably gonna watch Fast and Furious again.
Nos is real, dude. I don't know what.
I'm getting stoked on it now, and I want to race for pinks, dude. Race for pinks. I live my life a quarter mile at a time, dude. When's the last time you watched Fast and Furious?
Bro, which one? Like the first and
Dude,
second?
the first one, yeah.
Yeah, but dude, Nos is nitrous oxide.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I say nitrogen or hydrogen?
You said nitrogen. Or you said hydrogen, yeah.
Okay. I was like, yeah, I was talking about hydrogen. This is nitrogen and oxygen.
Well, dude, speaking of Fast and Furious and dangerous things, a video is going viral of Muslim men showing off their impressive shotgun skills while celebrating a wedding. You ready for how impressive this is, dude?
Celebrating what?
A wedding.
Oh, a wedding. Okay.
Yeah. You ready for this? See how impressive this is?
I've seen this.
She's so impressed. Aren't you so impressed, dude?
Bro.
Okay, first of
all,
all,
can't be shooting shot, right?
No, they're blanks.
Okay.
But also, it's just dumb. Okay?
Bro, do you see how close their hand is to the end of the barrel?
It's not impressive.
No.
It's dumb.
It's lame as heck.
And it looks like they're a writhing toddler. You're like,
yeah.
Eh.
It looks like they never shot a gun.
Yeah, for those that can't see the video, essentially what they're doing is they've got one hand, they're holding the shotgun like it's a staff, and they got one hand on the trigger and then the other hand like on the barrel, and they're just kind of bending and thriving around and occasionally pulling the trigger while it's aimed at the ground.
Like it's almost like they're using the blowback to like stand up straight again or something.
Yeah, and
is that what they're doing?
What they're essentially doing is this thing called Baroud, which is a gunpowder tradition at like a bunch of Muslim celebrations. They just fire off guns. They are typically blanks, but there have been deaths as a result of these traditions.
Bro, I watched. I came across one.
Did you?
Yeah. I just scrolling. I saw one. It wasn't like graphic.
Okay.
But it was like this guy who was shooting an AK like one-handed in the air and clearly like got scared and definitely shot somebody else. He's doing it in like a crowd. And I'm just like, oh, you idiot. I swear it was one-handed. He maybe had two. Have you ever shot a fully automatic weapon?
Once, yeah. In a range.
Hard to control though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like doing it without confidence, like in the air, surrounded by a bunch of people at different elevations of heads. Not the move, dude. Definitely not the move. He definitely shot somebody. Practice gun safety. This is why.
Practice gun safety. Okay. When you're taste testing, make sure that the barrel's clean.
Yeah. And unloaded. And don't taste test it.
And don't do that. just imagine the mouthfeel. You know, you don't have to actually do it.
Dude, apparently, you ever heard this? If you like want to imagine the texture of something, like think of the thing like a porcelain toilet.
And
now imagine your tongue on it. Now you know what the texture is.
Crazy.
Think about that.
Now you know. Fantastic.
You can basically imagine any texture if you think of licking it.
That's true. And it's very cool.
And weird to think about.
So in other news, this other facet of US life that we maybe take for granted, but we've always known that we're better than Europe in many ways.
Pretty much every way.
Just continually. But one of the big reasons that's currently being discussed is the lack of AC in European countries.
Dude.
Yeah.
There's more like Europeans that die of like heat exhaustion in Europe than like guns in the US.
Than guns in the US. Yeah, that's the one that's been going around that I've seen.
You know what trumps both? Diarrhea in India.
Oh, I saw that same thing that you saw.
How
man.
crazy is that, dude?
First of all, to die from diarrhea.
From dysentery, dude.
First of all, what is I'm curious what that's like.
You just dehydrate.
Yeah, is that what's happening? You're dying from dehydration in technicality?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't keep any liquids inside of you, dude. That's literally what happens. I mean, you can double check, you can fact check that, but if I'm betting my life on it, that's what it is.
Yeah. And if you had to guess the number one percentage of households with air conditioners country-wise, the number one country, so this means the highest percentage per the population, right?
Right.
Who would you guess?
I would guess the US or actually I'm going to say Australia.
You are wrong. They're not even in the top 10. Australia is not.
Really?
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. Recently, according to the internet, it's our greatest ally. They love us. Yes, it is Japan.
Really?
Japan is 91%, and we are 90%. So here you go. There you go.
Dang.
Japan 91%.
Okay.
Us
South
90.
Korea, let's go.
Yeah. Then we got South Korea. We got Saudi Arabia. China. Mexico. Brazil. Indonesia. South Africa. India. So
India has more than any country in Europe.
But you look at what it is. That's 5%. So any other country is lower than that.
That seems wrong.
Well, we could fact check it.
Although I only know
I got this from the International Energy Agency.
It's probably right. I'm just saying it seems wrong. It seems wrong because I'm surprised that like India has more AC than the Europe. But to be fair,
per household,
I like half of Europe is a pretty moderate climate. Like all of England is like you kind of don't really need AC. It's kind of like Seattle. You know what I mean? Where it's like when it's hot, it is hot, but it's not for very long.
I think that's part of the factor, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. High saturation for AC ownership developed in East Asia and North America. And let's see. Rapid growth in the emerging markets of China and India. And there's global outlook disparities. Let's see. Yeah. It remains under 20% in Europe writ large. So maybe Europe as a whole is still higher than India. But yeah, pretty insane. It would suck to not have AC. I've lived in, like last year I didn't have it. I got AC installed in my house this year.
Dude.
So
it's the way to go. My AC does not work very well. I will say that.
Well, it doesn't work efficiently.
Yes.
It works well because I've been in your apartment and it's been cold.
Yeah, let me just say, I guess it's just I have like a lot of windows that I need to probably just like figure out a solution for.
Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine, brother.
The windows get hot.
Dude, we have an unfortunate announcement, okay? Fitness influencer dies. Now,
one?
I don't know if you're aware of who this guy is. I'm gonna show you him. But he was one of the peak early 2000s, like, I've got a great physique guys, okay? Connor Murphy. Now,
Didn't know.
it's still rumored at this point. Let me show you some other pics of him that I
He was
think
32?
yeah.
Ooh.
Let's see.
After erotic incident at a rented home.
Well, erratic, not erotic. Erratic meaning random.
Drowning.
Yeah, let me find a good picture that's recognizable. Here we go. This is like a pretty famous picture of him. Let
Yeah,
me
I feel like
pull
they
it up.
chose some weird photos.
No, they chose some recent photos because that's how he looked. So
Okay.
he was like one of the OG Gymshark guys. Um,
The steroid guy?
he would do YouTube. He said he was natural. Now recently, probably not as much, and he got really weird online recently,
Really?
and that's where some of these pictures come from. Yeah, he started doing things that made his jaw look very freakish in terms of his jawline, and he was like doing it from like a pseudo look maxing context. Let's see if I can find a. I think it was a jawline surgery. But yeah, look at this. This is what he looked like
Yeah.
on frickin' TikTok.
That's crazy.
So he looks insane in these photos.
Bro, do people think that looks good?
I think some people do, and that's where the next level body dysmorphia comes into play. But he had been acting weird on social media for a while. This is being reported today, by the way, and it's looking like it's real, but it's also just it's Thailand. So there's a lot of bodybuilders in Thailand. You're aware of this,
Okay.
right?
No.
Why are they there?
That's what I would like to know.
Lady boys. I'm just kidding now.
I was like, is that really why?
No, they're there because it's essentially an open air pharmacy. So you
Oh.
can get all the things that you want. And there's essentially like a large community of health practitioners and bodybuilders that operate in that area of the world. So many of whom I follow for information on the experimental quote unquote research things that people are going about doing. Vigorous Steve is one of those guys. There's this guy Tony Huge. They have the best names. Tony Huge, Vigorous Steve.
Vigorous Steve lives in Thailand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's also like super cheap over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like comparatively.
Yeah. And so a lot of them run essentially like influencer type business lives from Thailand. So but yeah, it's being reported by many of his close friends who lived with him in Thailand. And so yeah. It sounds like he kind of might have been doing some drugs, something erratic. He dove into a lake, swam out, didn't have enough energy to come back, died.
Oh, jeez, dude.
So it wasn't even like he OD'd.
Yeah, he just drowned.
He just drowned.
Doing something crazy. Well, rest in peace, sir.
Rest in peace. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs, kids.
Unless they're steroids and you tell me so we can make a steroid pact. Are you closer or farther away from taking performance-enhancing substances?
I think I'm just not going to do it, even though I suspect certain individuals within my realms of doing it. But I don't think I can.
You don't think you can?
No, I wouldn't mind taking like Anavar just to shred down.
I mean, that's a full-blown steroid. Yeah. So would you do it?
Probably not. Is that one going to enlarge your heart?
The risk of heart enlargement from steroid use is typically a prolonged steroid use effect, and it would be any prolonged use of any androgenic steroid, of which Anavar is one. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I had a doctor say it was okay, I might do it.
There are doctors that will do that, especially in your area. I know guys that go to them. Because that's one that I think the brand name for Anavar is antisterone. Anavar is what? Like it's oxandrolone. That's what it is.
I just want to be jacked and lean, man.
Hey, dude, I understand. I understand.
I don't feel like I'm either right now. I'm just a baby.
Here's the thing: you have some body dysmorphia. You have some body dysmorphia.
I'm an old baby, dude.
You're an old baby?
Like
you're a baby with a beard,
bro.
dude.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? We're old. Here's the thing. Let me tell you this. My dad had his last kid when he was 31. He had 4 kids. He had 4 kids. And I only have 2. And I'm 32. So
I'm 33. I don't have any. I got no kids,
that you know of.
That I know of.
Yeah.
And if you are out there, come to Daddy, okay? Daddy misses you.
Daddy's here.
Daddy's right here. He loves you.
Hey, here's the thing. I think we are very close to a pharmaceutical future of various options that are safer than our traditional steroids. Yeah.
I would love that. If I use Grok, let me just ask Grok real quick.
Yeah, about
is Anavar safe to use?
Oh, yeah, okay. It's just straight up safe.
Let's just ask. Why? No, it says no. Wait.
Hold on. What does it say specifically?
It is not considered safe for non-medical, recreational, or bodybuilding use.
Okay, that's not what we asked. What situations is it prescribed in to be safe, quote unquote?
What situation? Oh my gosh, if I can type right, is...
You can do it, dude. I believe in you.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Stop going down. Is considered safe or not? Is considered potentially appropriate and safer only in specific supervised medical situations at low doses. Okay, when might it be used medically? Weight regain after major trauma, surgery, or chronic infections, or unexplained weight loss.
You want to know what I think?
What? Severe burns.
I think
HIV or AIDS.
That there is a safe dosage and protocol for a lot of things of this category. And yeah. Oh, AIDS, dude, you just get AIDS. And then that's all you have to do. Is get a digital rectal exam in Pride Month, and then you're good. You can take Anavar.
Bro, this dosage is not...
What is the dosage that they're saying?
It says potentially generic guidelines from prescriptions information. Adults, 2.5 milligrams to 20 milligrams per day divided into 2 to 4 doses. Treatment is usually short-term, 2 to 4 weeks, and may be repeated intermittently if needed. The goal is the lowest effective dose for the shortest time.
Okay.
Well, 2.5 to 20 milligrams seems like quite the...
That's a big range.
Yeah, that seems like quite the range.
Well, lucky for you, I just searched what a bodybuilding dose of Anavar would be.
It gave me that too.
Oh, which is what?
Common but not recommended. Men often use 20 to 80 milligrams, sometimes split. Women, 5 to 20 milligrams for 6 to 8 weeks or longer.
Dude, you might be able to do 20.
I mean, that's what the Grok is saying, dude.
Hey, I think you need to talk to a doctor that I know
Cares?
someone who knows these things.
Do they care about me, do you think?
I think they care about you. And I think not only would they care about you, they would do your blood work and then make recommendations on the basis of that. How do you like that?
Dude, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong.
What do you think about you don't know what you're doing wrong? What do you mean?
I just don't know what I'm doing wrong, dude.
Wrong how?
In my diet, I'm just not jacked and not lean. And I see guys, dude. I know a guy. And I asked him straight up, I was like, what are you taking? And he goes, dude, it's just chicken and rice. And I'm like, is it though? Because you're leaner and your arms are bigger than mine. Doesn't make sense to me.
Did you measure his arms? Because here's the thing. A lot of people think I'm bigger when I'm leaner too. And I'm smaller.
I swear
I'm
they're
victim weight
bigger,
right
dude.
now. This is the thing.
I looked at mine like this and I looked at his.
I'm looking pretty good right now. I'm looking pretty lean.
I'm looking pretty lean too, honestly.
Then good.
I took my shirt off. I don't look, my arms don't look great, but
your arms are fine. This is the thing though. In order to get lean, I do an insane amount of cardio. I starve myself an insane amount with insane deficits, and I eat 200 grams of protein on average in a deficit. And I track it. I measure everything and put it into a macro calculator.
Same.
So if you're doing that and you're getting 8 hours of sleep, then maybe you have AIDS and you need Anavar.
That's got to be it, dude. I just need Anavar.
Maybe.
I freaking my calories are fantastic for the day, dude. Under 2,000 and 112 grams of protein.
Love that.
Super good. Also,
yeah, you're gonna need a lot more protein than that, but yeah.
Sorry, 212.
Oh, 212 is great. Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. 214 actually.
Oh, delightful.
So, yeah. No, I'm getting the appropriate amount. I will say, dude, kudos to you. The shrimp idea, fantastic, dude.
Isn't it though?
Oh my gosh, dude!
It's
cocktail
so
sauce,
much lean protein.
Cocktail sauce, like if you, like, I know that you have like your special cocktail sauce that has like
the G Hughes, yeah, the like 15 calorie one.
I had 24. Where's it at? 27 grams of protein from shrimp today, and had just normal cocktail sauce with it. Dude, we're talking 6 carbs and 23 calories of cocktail sauce, like almost nothing.
And I like a sauce that, like, I will have a sauce that even has some carbs because I'm okay with the facet of it giving me carbs, but it has, most of these sauces have no fat.
0.
Right?
Yeah.
They're just like sugar-based sauces. And so I'm totally okay with that, dude. I'll carb all day. It's the fat that gets out of control, you know what I mean?
The fat's hard to keep in track, dude. Dude, I found I used the Kinder's teriyaki. Bro, this whole episode is probably lame for people because we're just talking about food.
Nah, dude. They're with us in getting jacked and lean.
I hope they are, dude. But here's a little hack, dude. You want a super healthy, high fiber, high protein meal? Dude, with hardly any fats, chicken breast, you just cook that up, get a little bit of rice and broccoli, sprinkle the Kinder's teriyaki sauce over there, dude. Boom. Like super great meal, dude. Like delicious.
That sounds amazing.
It's super good, dude.
Dude, I didn't realize, but this AI result, it gave me a specific dose for me because I talked to this AI a lot about my own biologic mechanisms and such. And so it gave me a specific Anavar dose for me.
What is it?
It says, at your size and body fat level, doses around 50 milligrams a day are commonly referenced in bodybuilding discussions for cutting/recomp phases. Results still depend far more on diet, calorie deficit plus high protein, training, sleep, and consistency than the compound itself. So remember that, dude. It's not just the steroid, dude. Okay?
It's the sleep.
It's the chicken and rice.
It's all the things.
It's all the things. Oh. No, dude, you're getting more and more lean and jacked. Your trajectory is positive, right?
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate
That's the
it.
thing. Is like, I haven't reached my peak. You know what I mean?
Dude, true. I haven't either.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
dude, I've been stressed out the wazoo. And I just recently lost a lot of that stress.
Really?
Yeah. I feel way great now, dude.
Why is it because you came out of the closet or what?
Yeah, dude. I just went, you know what, dude?
It's just, you know what?
Everyone needs to know.
Yeah. Love is love.
What day's coming out day? That's like a whole day, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what coming out day is. No.
You don't know what that is?
No, I don't know what the day it is. I've heard that there might be something like that.
You know what it is, though.
It's a day where people come out. Yeah.
Yeah. For gays. October 11th?
Whoa.
Why? Why wouldn't they have it in June?
Because they can't do it on 9/11. You know, so they do it on October.
That's
11th.
fair. They can't. But why October? Why not do it in June? Isn't that their month? Because we're taking it over.
Yeah.
It's just for the guys. If a guy wants to come out then, that's fine. But girls, you got to stay in until October.
So I have a question for you. If it was you had a doctor who said, hey, this is safe, you can do this, right?
Dude,
in fact, it'll be beneficial for your health if you do just a little bit, right?
Doctor says I can and gives me the prescription?
Yes.
I'm doing it, dude.
And you're okay with not being considered natty. Something that you can never, quote unquote, reset.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that.
Me too.
Because you want to know why?
Why?
How many times have I told people I'm natty? Like 3 or 4?
Because people care.
Yeah.
I got something to share with you.
Bro, is this in Bali?
I have no idea, but here we go.
I think this is
Some
in
people
Bali.
want to reset certain things about themselves, like this. POV, resetting your body count to 0. And so the video features a lady in some type of, I don't know, where would you think this is? You think this is Bali?
The only reason I say it's Bali is because Ben was literally joking about it this weekend, and he's like, no, dude, you get some water on you in Bali, and it resets your body count to 0.
Yeah, and this has been a trend on TikTok that people have been mocking this. There was a guy in his jiu-jitsu outfit, and it's like resetting my record to 0, and they were dumping water on him. All sorts of things, dude. Dumping water on your PC, saying like resetting my win-loss kill-death ratio to 0.
Dumping it on me, resetting my body fat percentage to 0.
Oh, dude, that'd be great. That'd be great.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's rough that it's this person, their post, they said just jokes, this is not serious at all. But I mean, you did post it. So
there's probably some like wishing that it could happen. Here's the thing, guys, kids, this is Daddy Dalt's advice to you, okay? Certain things in life you can't take back. Okay? There are certain decisions that lead you down certain pathways, and they're hard to come back from. Don't go down those paths. Meth? That's a rough one to come back from. Just there's certain decisions that, if made, it's hard to recover. Not saying it's impossible.
Like gangbangs. It's hard to come back from.
Certain criminal activity. Murder, that's a rough one to come back from.
Yeah.
You're probably getting locked away. You're probably not coming out. And when you do, probably not going to get, make a lot of friends.
Getting hit with the high five too slow. Oh, man, that's hard to come back from.
That's hard to come back from. But
when they nail you, dude.
Don't choose violence. Walk away.
Choose violence. Walk away.
Walk away.
So I think we've learned a lot of things. You can't reset certain things about yourself, okay?
Can't.
So you might as well take steroids.
I'm just... Here's the thing, dude.
Here's the thing. You know what you can't reset? Getting a digital rectal exam. Digital rectal exam. Yeah.
That's not a hard reset, guys. You can't reset on that. Also,
no, there's not a button in there that, you know.
If you're taking creatine, honestly, dude, you're not natural. Might as well do steroids.
You know, that is something to consider. And I take a lot of creatine.
Bro,
So,
I actually got to go take my creatine right now.
yeah, 20 grams, bro. All right, until next time, take your creatine. Love you so much. Bye.
I need to take my